Sometimes, when the world goes quiet enough to remember old messages, I scroll back to this one. A text from someone who once knew me better than I knew myself. She wrote, "What I love most about you, your ability to see, even with less than 20/20 vision. You see people. You see yourself. You see life. You see future. You see fear, potential, raw emotion, power, strength, weakness. You see adventure. You see hope. You saw me. You still see me and didn't run even when I wanted to. You see yourself and find motivation and share your passions with the world. You see future. You see a time where you know things will no longer fit you and acceptance in what that means. You see what most people may never have the ability to see in their entire lives. Not only that, but then you share that vision with those around you, without a question. And I've carried those words, like a pocket-sized lantern through some dark nights, still glowing, still true. What she wrote is still one of the nicest things anyone has ever said about me. And not because it was beautiful, but because it was true. She saw something I hadn't quite let myself believe yet, and said it out loud. Held it up like a mirror in a moment when I didn't know if I deserved to be seen. That line, "You still see me and didn't even run when I wanted to," hits different now. Because time did what time sometimes does. We didn't run, but we stopped standing side by side, and little by little we found ourselves on opposite ends of the same goodbye. You were right. I see things, people, pain wrapped in posture, dreams dressed like defiance, the way someone flinches when they laugh too hard. I see cracks and the gold at the same time. And yeah, it's a blessing, but it's also heavy. Because when you see someone, really see them, you can't unsee. And there's a quiet ache in carrying all those stories that were never yours to fix. An unspoken oath to hold the truth even when it burns your hands. Sometimes when I see someone, really see them, it's like catching a whisper before it's spoken. I feel it, even when they're a stranger, even when they're pretending not to feel anything at all. It's in their posture, the way they walk like they're trying not to take up space, or trying to take up too much. It's in the way they laugh too loud or speak too little, in how they crave attention, not because they're vain, but because they're starving for proof that they exist. And I feel it, their weight, their wounds, like I've been handed a bag of bricks with no labels and no straps, just hold this for a while. I've always tried to meet people where they are, even if it means leaving where I am to do it, even if it means losing where I was in the process, because it's a blessing and it's a burden. To see someone's soul shining under all that soot and wanting so badly to help them wipe it clean. To fall in love with potential instead of the person actually standing in front of me. To try to turn a page in a book that they aren't ready to read. And sometimes that sight brings the right people close. They don't know why, just that they feel safe, drawn, seen. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful until your spirit becomes a lighthouse for every shipwreck still searching for land. And I don't say that with resentment, not at all, because community has held me too. There's magic in being met with real eyes and open hearts, but it's a lot, this gift. this gravity. I've used it to help others heal, to sit in silence when words would only cheapen the moment, to ask the question they didn't know they were aching to answer, to say, "You're not crazy," and mean it. But turning that same insight inward, that's where I still fumble, because I see myself too, clearly. I know what I'm carrying. I know the cracks in my armors, the places I polish instead of patch. I see the beauty in my chaos, the strength in my softness, the fire in my forgiveness. I see it all. But I don't always treat myself like someone worth saving. But I'm learning that just because I don't always treat myself like someone worth saving doesn't mean that I don't believe that I am. I do. Even on the days I forget, even when the mirror is fogged with doubt and I can't quite meet my own eyes, I know there's something here in me, worth preserving, worth fighting for, worth softening into. I'm trying to show myself the same kindness I offer strangers, trying to meet myself where I'm at, without judgment, to listen for the whispers before I drown them out with doing. I'm learning to carry my own weight with gentler hands, to see the beauty in my own becoming, not just to name the cracks, but admire where the light leaks through them. And maybe, just maybe, I can fall in love with my potential too, not as a project, not as a promise, but as a person who's always been worth seeing.